AeroPress, it can allow for... Okay, so we're done with the interruption of the dog barking. Good morning! Welcome to this mini-series where I show you how to make coffee using some of the manual brewers that I know. Now, in this episode, I'm going to show you how to make AeroPress coffee again, but this time using the ratio of 10 grams of coffee to 180 grams of water. 10 grams to 150 grams of water, but I prefer 180 grams of water because that really makes 1 cup. Now, I'm going to show you 2 things for this demonstration of how to use the AeroPress. Yes? Okay, huwag ka maingay ah. Now I'm going to show you 2 things about how to use the AeroPress in this presentation. Now I mentioned earlier about weighing it like 10 grams to 180 grams, 10 grams of coffee to 180 grams of water. Okay, thank you dog. And because of the design of AeroPress, it can allow for... Okay, so we're done with the interruption of the dog barking. Another thing that I'm going to show you is one of the things, why the AeroPress is really cool. Because you can make coffee using the inverted method. Now, if you notice, so this is a cylinder that could stand, from this position, obviously, and since this is relatively like flat or level, if I put it like this, or you let it stand like this, it can't, the whole assembly can stand. So that's one thing that coffee enthusiasts try with the AeroPress. They make coffee using the inverted method. Now, I have to grind coffee, but again, we're gonna weigh it this time. So this is already set to medium fine grind as the previous episode or as the previous day. Okay, about 10 grams of coffee. About 10 grams of coffee, which we are going to grind. This has been set to medium fine already. Okay. Cool, right? So the water has boiled already, but it's fine to let it sit there because we don't need 100 degrees Celsius of water, but 91 to 96. Okay, done. Now, let's start assembling it. So I set it to about between 3 and 4 because on those levels, I think the 180 grams of water or 180 ml of water would fit. Okay, tear this. Okay, so let's make use of this funnel. Yeah, that's about 10 grams, right? Put it here on the side, level it. Now, let's check the temperature of the water. Okay, it's still a bit hot. Okay, let it sit for a few seconds. Like you can do this. Oops, it spilled. Remove the cap so there will be faster heat loss. Okay, this is about 95 degrees Celsius. Droplets first. Pre-infuse it. Oh yeah, that's about 30 seconds before we add more. Now, for manual brewers, the AeroPress allows for like a faster brewing time. About 1.5 minutes, you're already done with the brew. And I think the reason for that is the added pressure, which basically, okay, the water can go through the coffee bed faster, allowing you to shorten the time for brewing. Now, I don't think the pressure has any effect. I mean, from what I learned, the pressure does not have any effect on the dissolution of the coffee components to the water, because it's really the temperature that affects it. Okay, so we're now at 2 minutes, a bit more than 2 minutes. Well, that includes the pre-infusion, but I think we can start the press now. Okay, I'm gonna remove it from here. Yeah. So again, this is inverted method. So we put it there, close it, then invert it, oink, and press. All right. Now, when I went to a barista class and they demonstrated these manual brewers, so that was how the instructor made AeroPress coffee, and using like the constant parameters of 10 grams for each of the manual brewing equipment, 10 grams of coffee to 1 cup serving. The AeroPress at that time was the best for me. So when that's pretty good. So when I tasted the coffee, I was like, whoa, I need to get that coffee brewing equipment, and so I got it almost immediately after. No, not immediately after, but I really sought for it after that class. Okay, so that's another way of making AeroPress coffee, the inverted method. And so far, I really like how the coffee tasted when I made the AeroPress concentrate using the method written in the instruction manual. Anyway, this is still good coffee, and I say good morning.